So in in the previous video, apologies for that, I had some issues with my system. So I'll be providing two videos. The first one with the first part up to where I broke off. Then this is the continuation of it. So we had an issue where we had MySQL not working with the configuration we did. So what I basically did is I checked what's it called, the .env folder, .env file, and I noticed I didn't quote this password, which was the cause of the error. So after I had to clear the config cache for Laravel. Then after that, the migration worked as expected. So we have run the migration for this current installation now. So let's see what the website looked like on our web browser. So I just hit enter again to see what the website loads. So we can see there are a number of things that still needs to be installed. So apparently we need to install the npm modules. So I'm not sure. Well, I believe this script was developed in that way. I think it's a mix of some Node, from some JavaScript and what's it called, PHP. So I'm going to run npm install now to get those ones installed. Okay, so npm is not installed by default, so we'll go ahead and get that installed. So I'll be using the root user again, so I'll use app install npm. So all this is going to be installed, so I said yes. So we'll give it some time till it's done. So we are done installing npm. So let's go back to our location where our website is located. Then I run npm install now, and that should work as expected. So I'm not sure how long this will take. So let me cut so the video don't get too large. npm install is done. So let's check out our website. Okay, so it says we should run dev as well. So let's see. Let's see what that gets us. So I believe this part is just mainly part of the deployment process. The deployment process for your application might actually be different. So it doesn't necessarily to go through all this process. So it's talking about some specific versions of Node.js. So I believe we are going, well, I think this demonstration just has shown us, but just to satisfy our righteousness, let me just go ahead and install Node version 12.14. So let's get that installed. So to install Node.js version 12, I'm going to run this specifically. So you can see we are installing version 12. We are, okay. So I think this is because I'm still logging in as my web. I'll be running that as the root user. So after that is done, then I basically just install Node.js, then I should get the version of Node that I require. So just like they suggested here, I can just install Node.js using that option. Node-v. So we can see we have Node.js version 12 installed now. So let's go back to our user then. Let's see if this problem we're experiencing the other day. That will be npm run dev. Okay, so I see. This is where it builds the mix file that it was talking about. Just like I said, your Laravel application necessarily won't have all this for you to use. So I think, so at this point, I think we should be good with the website, I believe. So. Okay, yeah, the website loads absolutely fine now. So let me share my screen so you could see what the website loads as well. So we have successfully deployed the Laravel application. But the next thing we are meant to do now is to install an SSL certificate and make it available on HTTPS. So that will require us to install setbot. So let's get back to the terminal and punch in some few comments. So since we are sure that our website is running fine, we can just exit. I don't think we don't have anything to do with regards to the user any longer in this case. So I'm going to run apt install setbot. Okay, so it's coming up. So setbot is installed, and the next thing I'm going to do is setbot. I'll generate an SSL certificate. So I want it to use the Apache plugin. Since we are using the Apache web server, so I want it to automatically configure the SSL for me in this case. So setbot Apache, then -d, then we have the dev.pods.com.ng. So since this is the, okay, so that plugin is not installed. So I'll just yum install setbot Apache 2. Okay, please hold on. Let me get the exact command for that. So, or I can do setbot L. So this should show me all options I could use. So you will notice there are a number of options. We have the standalone option. We have the using the web root option. So I think, let me try the web root then. If that doesn't work, then I have to, I will have to use, I'll try to download the plugin instead. So /home/myweb public_HTML. Then public. So in this case, we used public. So let's specify either of the four. So I was trying to install the wrong, using the wrong name the other time. So I got the right name. So I'm just going to paste that there. So it's meant to be Python setbot Apache. So I'll go ahead and install that right now. Unfortunately, that's not working. So I think I need to add the repository first. I was assuming since we have setbot installed already, we won't have to do that. But apparently we do have to do that. So I'm just going to add the setbot repository now and click enter to complete the process. Then when that is done, I can then install this. There was an error encountered though. So this simply means they have an issue with their repo, I guess, which is weird.